Welcome to ACTV News, your bi-weekly ACTV broadcast of news and updates for the Assumption College community. I'm Binta Pei.
And I'm KCL. This week on ACTV News.
Elaine Cavallari interviews members of the baseball team for this week's sports segment. Ambar Rosas talks to Pub Cup executive Jillian Geiser about this year's activities. Chris Van Camp asks seniors about what they are going to miss about Assumption. All this and more this week on ACTV.
Thanks for tuning in to the last episode of ACTV for the 2017 to 2018 season. As the year comes to a close, we here at ACTV wanted to ask members of the 2018 graduating class what they're going to miss most about Assumption. Chris Van Camp has more.
For this week's question of the week, I asked seniors what they're going to miss about Assumption College. So, what are you going to miss about Assumption College?
Literally everything. I love it so much. I'm so sad to be leaving. I'm definitely going to miss my friends and the community here and everything I've been involved in. I'm going to miss my work study at the Media Center with Erin. It's been a great experience.
I'm just going to miss all the friends I've made here and all like the yearly events like Pup Cup because it's a lot of fun.
I think I'm definitely going to miss my friends and my roommates the most. I'm an only child, so I'm going to go move back home and be kind of lonely again, but I know that we'll be friends for life, so I'm not that worried.
That's good to hear. It's good to hear.
I guess this year's been pretty good, so I'm going to miss living with all my friends and being 5 minutes away from anyone I really want to talk to.
Doing these videos for ACTV and Aaron Keating.
So what are you going to miss most about Assumption College?
I'm going to miss all the clubs and organizations that I was a part of, like especially CAB. It really shaped my entire experience here at Assumption, and I'm going to miss everyone that I worked with.
All the spring days outside, like on the Worcester Hill and all that stuff with everyone.
I think we're going to miss the Alana Network. I'm the president and Singh is the vice president of the Alana Network, and in the past 4 years that we've been here, we've made a lot of really great connections, both with alumni now and with the current students.
Yeah, I think being involved in the Alana Network, like you just meet such great people and like the events that we've put on, I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm going to miss is being able to put these awesome events on for the students here on campus.
I'm going to miss just like the people here, just a great community of people, you got everybody who's close to each other, everybody knows each other, so it's going to be tough to kind of let that go, but it's been awesome memories, my boys and everybody, but we out here.
Well, I miss the people, the library, the spots I hang out at, the gym where I get buckets at, my friends, the new people, the old people. A lot of connections were made,
I would say I'm going to miss the volunteer opportunities, like send trips, definitely.
Probably the people in the community. I think it really has affected me in a positive way. So
I'm going to miss Cam Laughlin. He's a great guy, always knows how to brighten up my day.
Seeing Ryan McNally's face every single day.
I'm going to miss going to Leitrim's Pub on Thursday nights.
I'm Chris Van Camp, ACTV News.
Thanks, Chris. Next is Jill Fellows with your sports update.
Thank you, Binta. This weekend was the men's lacrosse team's senior game. Unfortunately, they fell to St. A's, leaving them with a 7-5 record. Their last game will be Friday, April 27th at Pace University. The women's lacrosse team also celebrated their senior game this Saturday, where they beat Merrimack and now have a record of 8-6. Their next games are Wednesday, April 25th at home against Southern Connecticut State and an away game against Merrimack on Saturday, April 28th. The women's rowing team competed on Lake Winsigamen on Saturday, where they came in second of a 2,000-meter race with a time of 7:22. The men's track and field team broke 3 different records this past weekend. Joseph Santos set a new school record with 110-meter hurdles. Everett Purtle set a school record with the 400-meter dash. The 4x400-meter relay set a new school record by Jeremy Ali-Tarter, Max Michaud, and Anthony Iannone. The women's track and field team competed at Holy Cross in the heptathlon, where Abby Jones won the competition. Antonia Pagliuca was recognized as the NE10 Athlete of the Week for her outstanding performance at the Ocean State Invitational. In other news, Elaine Cavallari got the chance to talk to some members of the baseball team.
With baseball season in full swing, I decided to come down and check out how our fellow Hounds are doing out on the field this season.
I had the opportunity to talk to seniors Andrew Janing, Mike Curtis, and Jake Byrne about their experience playing for Assumption. I asked Andrew about how Coach Rocco has influenced their play.
So I think Coach Rocco has really started to bring Assumption College baseball to a winning culture. Since freshman year, I mean, we started off pretty tough, but every single year from there, like we've done like what we've needed to do. With sophomore year making the playoffs, obviously last year's tough, but we're on the right way. We're on the right path right now to making playoffs. I think that's a credit to Rocco for how he pushes us in the weight room and practice on the field. Another big thing would be how he's brought on new coaches that have really helped us.
Mike told us one of his most memorable moments on the field.
Definitely making playoffs sophomore year. That's definitely our goal this year, is not only make playoffs but to host a playoff game. Assumption has never hosted a playoff game before.
Finally, Jake tells us what they want to leave behind for the team when they graduate.
Definitely try to build upon what we established here, and we're trying to make a statement in the conference and be one of the top teams, and making playoffs this year and making a deep run would definitely do that. So to leave that behind would be great, and to build this program in the right direction.
I'm Elaine Cavallari, ACTV News.
Thanks, Elaine. Finally, Danielle Rasicot asked the softball captains about the season thus far.
The women's softball team has a total record of 17 wins and 11 losses. I got the chance to speak with captains Kendall Roy, Nicole Duplessis, and Stephanie Menard about how well they're playing this season.
There's no other feeling but being on the mound and just kind of being in control of the game and doing the best you can and trying to do the best you can for your team and try to be as successful as possible.
Just feel adrenaline, really. I'm just trying to do the best I can for my team out there, and you really just get excited playing with all your teammates.
I try and make sure that I'm mentally in it every inning, so I don't, make an error and cost anyone anything, because I try to be as selfless as I can out there to help my team.
The women's softball team focuses on defense and hitting while at practice.
We do a lot of defense, bunt work, and stuff like that to just kind of prepare us for what we're going to see in a game.
For hitting, we really try and focus on front toss to see what a real pitcher will throw like in a game.
When we're doing hitting, we work on a lot of hitting different kinds of pitches in different locations so we can be prepared for any kind of pitcher we see in the game.
The girls feel their team has become close enough to consider each other family.
We're definitely a family, and everyone gets along, and we all just kind of are having fun with what we're doing, and I think that's what makes us such a successful team.
We call each other softball sisters. We're really close, and I think that really helps with our communication and how we're together during the game.
We're all like roommates with each other, or best friends with each other. We're all truly a family, and nothing's better than that.
The team began its season with a new softball coach.
He cares a lot about his players, and he's really knowledgeable, so it's been a very smooth adjustment to a new season.
It's been a smooth transition. He's really nice and understanding, and he's really there to support all of us through school and through softball.
Very understanding, easy to talk to, you can go to him with anything, so it's been good.
I'm Danielle Rasicot, ACTV News.
Thank you, Danielle. We look forward to next year's sports seasons. We will be right back after this commercial break.
Bose speaker, break the silence.
At the end of each school year, students celebrate all their hard work with Pup Cup, an annual spring weekend event designed to relieve students of worries before finals. This year's Pup Cup theme is decades, and Bar Rosas got the opportunity to talk to Pup Cup chair Jillian Geiser to ask her about what went into planning for this weekend.
This week we had the great opportunity of interviewing sophomore student Jillian Geister about Pup Cup.
Friday night there's a lip sync battle from 7 to 11 p.m. In the Plord lot there's going to be the battle, and then there's going to be a Kona ice truck, some food, airbrush tattoos, and photo magnet frames. Then Saturday morning we have Wings and Waffles. It's a collaboration with Rec. Then we have the Carnival 2 to 6, hay and lawn. We have the barbecue. And then there'll be a dunk tank, inflatables, and tie-dye. Then after that, we have music trivia and bingo.
We asked Geister how SGA determined what to offer during Pup Cup.
We kind of just did some brainstorming and came up with the lip sync battle. And then same idea for the event that's after the carnival but before the dance. We just came up with that one, changed it up a little bit from last year, and then we usually collab with Rec to do something on Worcester Hill, but we changed it up and we're doing more of a tailgate style this year.
She also spoke about what makes this year's Pop Cup different from last year's.
Probably having all of Friday night to do one big event rather than just having like a short event for a concert.
I'm Amber Rosas, ACTV News.
Thanks, Ambar. We hope everyone has a fun and safe Pup Cup weekend.
On April 12th, CAB announced who will be performing at our spring concert. In the past, CAB hosted Hoodie Allen, Dan and Shay, Eric Pasley, and Groove Boston. This year, they've announced that Jesse McCartney and Kiara will be performing here on April 30th. We spoke to CAB executives Alexis LeBeau and Maria Qureshi about the highly anticipated event.
I'm excited for Jesse McCartney because it feels like I'm reliving my childhood. I have vivid memories of doing my makeup and trying to figure out my hair in middle school, dancing to Jesse McCartney in the mirror. So it'll be fun to relive that.
I think it's pretty cool. It goes along with the Pup Cup theme of decades. He's kind of a throwback from our childhood.
I'm so excited about Jesse McCartney.
Ticket sales for all students are going to be $5 until the day of, and then anyone that waits till the day of is going to be paid $10. And guests are going to be allowed this year. They're going to be $20 tickets. And yeah, they just have to, any guest has to be registered with an Assumption student. So that's the only way that guests are allowed.
Basically, me and Alexis came up with a list of different artists, and we worked with our advisor and an agent to figure out what works in our budget and then who would be best for our campus.
Over the past school year, John McCormick has been on the search to find Assumption's most talented students. Here's John with the final result.
Thanks, Casey. This year, ACTV searched campus to find Assumption's most talented student. We came across 4 very talented students, each with their own unique talent. Nate Trisnadell amazed us with his expressive poetry. Michael Totora gave us a live comic book drawing demonstration. Pamela Rios stunned us with their singing, and Tim Cody blew us away with his card tricks. I'm happy to announce this year's winner is Tim Cody. Congrats, Tim. And thank you to everyone who participated. I'm John McCormick, and ACTV will be back shortly after this commercial break.
Are you embarrassed of your smile because your teeth aren't white?
If you want a beautiful smile, try our new Crest White Strips. In just 30 days, you'll see the best results.
Does it really work?
For just $29.99, you get a month's supply of Crest White Strips. This deal is only available for the next 10 hours, so call now at the number below.
Wow, your teeth look amazing.
If it worked for me, it will work for you.
Crest White Strips. Get the smile that you want.
This past Tuesday on April 24th, students attended one of the most popular events of the school year, Duck Day. A crowd of students, professors, faculty, and staff joined local elementary schools to watch the annual tradition of the ducks being released into the duck pond. Not only is it a day to come together as a community, but it is also a day that has always symbolized the warmer weather. Shout out to SGA for planning such a great event each year.
This past Saturday, Alana hosted the 16th annual Step and Dance competition. Different step and dance groups within the New England area showcased their talents to the community. Congratulations to Seven Hill Soldiers for coming in first this year.
This year, the Ployd Recreation Center celebrated its 25th anniversary, and on Saturday, members of the Assumption community joined with Mrs. Ployd in celebrating the gym's 25th birthday. There was an alumni basketball tournament, the club volleyball team hosted their annual beach volleyball tournament, there were several types of lawn games, and a miniature pony. Make sure to get all you can out of Ployd before we break for summer vacation.
For this week's Professor Highlight, I interviewed Professor Coleman of the Business Department. Let's take a look.
Assumption has helped my journey as a professor because when you make a personal connection with the students, when you engage with them, when you have a conversation, small talk before class, all of these things create a better experience. One of the things I like to do in that first day activity where everybody introduces themselves and says something interesting about themselves, I start by saying something interesting about me, And I tell them that I have a food Instagram account. It's called 508 Feast. One of the things I learned is that students only go to like, 2 or 3 places off campus, and they just go to those places over and over again. So I kind of wanted to showcase, there are other things that you can try. One of the things we get to do in the Course Innovation Academy is actually look into the research of teaching and learning and look at theory that talks about what makes a better experience, what creates deeper learning for students.
The trend in all Professor Coleman's classes that it's not just about jumping to the answer with things, that you have to go through the process even if it's a little longer than what you just want to do and just jump to the end. Professor Coleman's big on doing things out and working it out together and kind of talking about it as you go, because then you learn more.
I think inspires me every day to come in and teach is, one, I love to see that light bulb moment, in the classroom when students really connect with something and they realize that they learned something useful and meaningful and that they're going to carry it with them. And you now know more people and you see people around campus, you see students around campus and you're saying hi and you see them at sporting events. You get to interact with them and you know that you made some kind of a positive impact on your lives. That for me, that's really rewarding.
That concludes this week's episode of ACTV News. This broadcast was brought to you by the ACTV Club and the services of the De Pasquale Media Center. ACTV airs on Channel 2.3 every other week.
Make sure to follow us on social media to get news updates and to reach out to us with ideas and comments. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching ACTV. Thank you for all the support these past 3 years. It means a lot to me. For the first and last time, I'm Casey Elms.
And for the final time, I'm Binta Pei. Thanks for watching. Have a great summer.
Like here. And make sure it's not cutting off my head. Do the sunglasses look tacky?
Students celebrate all their hard work. It's going too fast.
Yeah.
Helped him and all of us grow into the program and have seasons like sophomore year where we made the playoffs.
My name's Danny.
Don't look at. Yeah, look at me.
I gotta look at you?
You don't look at the camera.
Alright.
No, not. At me.
Alright, I got it. Am I good? Good to go? Alright.
On April 12th, Cav announced who will be performing at our
You good?
Some of the games that we've lost, they've even been like one-run games. So, wait, hold on. Can I go again? Yeah. I said games like way too.
Yeah.
I'm on camera.
I'm trying.
That counts. Just take two.
No. But I'm seeing him Monday, April 30th, last day of classes. Woo!
Fine. We can cry after.
What are we supposed to do at the end of the gym? Can you talk normally?
I'm Binta Pei. Thanks for watching. Have a great summer.